So we back, finally. The offseason. Bucks just won a championship. Greek Freak Finals MVP. Defensively, that Bucks team is ridiculous. Jabari Parker showed he was worth all of that money. Man, that was just exciting. That was just very, very exciting. Man, wow, I just can't believe that. So player retirement. Tony Parker's gone. He had signed with the Heat. Vince Carter, Tony Parker, Joe Johnson, Metta World Peace. A lot of these guys are already retired. Tony Allen is gone. Looks like Darren Williams is officially retired. Aaron Aflalo, Mo Spates. Yeah, so a lot of these guys in real life are already retired, or we know that they're about to retire. Nobody crazy. Hall of Fame inductees: Vince Carter, jersey retirement. The Spurs retired. Number 9, league meetings. Change the Rising Stars Challenge to 11 players per team. I don't know what it is. Everybody is saying no, so I'm going to say no. Keep it rejected. Everything else, yeah. Change the shot clock to 35. No. Lead the rules how they are. League realignment. I have nothing to do with this. Keep the teams how they are. Everything's okay. Here's this. The draft lottery. So the Magic we thought was gonna make the playoffs. They didn't. So we got this 7th overall pick projected, and it's unprotected. So we're gonna have 2 lottery picks. We know that, and let's see how it happens. And I'm gonna let it be dramatic. I'm gonna let it work out like this. So the Nuggets, who would have gave us that first round pick in the trade we were gonna do with them, we would be getting the 14th overall pick. So good thing we didn't do that, because now we're getting that Magic pick, which is gonna be a lot higher than 14. Obviously, Derek and the Bulls barely missed the playoffs, so they're gonna get the 13th pick. And you see the lady, she mentioned they took Derek last year, and with a lottery pick last year. Raptors didn't make it. 12th overall pick. I'm just hoping that both of our lottery picks don't drop significantly. I know we're projected to get the number 1 pick. It never works out that way, so I'm not expecting the number 1 pick. But if we can get, the 2nd pick and the 4th pick, or 5 and 1, or 3 and 5, I don't know. Or if we can get like the Bulls when they had 6 and 7, if we can get 3 and 4, we gonna do something. Maybe we can get 2 good enough picks to where we can pair both picks together in some type of trade and get the number 1 pick, or an established player. Yes, it's set. So this Grizzlies pick will now convey to the Celtics as it landed outside of the protection level placed on it. So we just jumped up. We just jumped up with our draft pick. The Knicks, my Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks, they get the 6th pick. That means the Lakers just jumped up. Kenny and the Mavericks. That means the Mavericks just jumped up. The Hornets selected Trae Young with the 10th pick last year. The Suns, okay. Top 4 picks. So we have the 4th overall pick. And then there were 3. Kenny and the Mavericks. Fuck! I knew it. I knew we was gonna get like a 3-4. I knew it. Kenny and the Mavericks about to get the number 1 pick. Okay, they got number 2. Good. And Los Angeles Lakers again get the number 1 pick. This some bullshit. The Lakers always get it. This because it's, I don't know. They got the biggest market. They just want people to go there. Yes. So mock draft, right? Let's look at the mock draft and see what's going on. They're expecting the Lakers to take my brother. Every mock draft has him going number 1 to the Lakers. And he's a shooting guard. He's a combo guard, so you can't make the argument. There is no argument that, hey, they have Lonzo because he can be right in the backcourt with Zo. So, yeah, they actually need a shooting guard. So I'm gonna let him go there. I was gonna try to trade the Lakers, do some trade for the number 1 the pick and try to get him, but I'm gonna let them take him. Let him go to LA, be a star, play with Lonzo in the backcourt. Then they got Ingram at the 3, Kuzma at the 4, and then Randall at the 5. Josh Hart off the bench with Zubac, who's one of the most improved player guys. They about to be a good ass team. And I know that their fucking budget is about to explode. They got to re-sign Ingram, Kuzma, and Lonzo. And Hart. And Zubac. So they about to be real good. Hopefully they draft my little brother, and then I'm going to go in and change their lineup. And I'm going to make sure that they put Julius Randle at the 5, because I think that's a crazy lineup. Okay, so regarding us with these 3rd and 4th overall picks that we have, looking at the draft board and the mock draft, they got us taking Zion Williamson and Cam Reddish, both out of Duke. I don't know why they have Zion going to Kansas. Whoever created this draft class tweaked on that, but they have us taking 2 Duke players back to back. It's 2 small forwards, which is I don't think we would be taking 2 small forwards. I actually like this dude too because he's very, very versatile. 6'9", small forward, has some point guard abilities, but also can play the power forward. He's good. Ball is the best center in the draft class, and he's projected to go 9th or lower. One has him projected to go 9th, one has him projected to go 13th, and the other has him projected to go 10th. They got Sharif O'Neal going as high as 2 in the NBA.com mock draft, but I don't think RJ Barrett would drop all the way down to 7. So I think they just have a very off mock draft. They got Zion Williamson going 2nd to the Mavericks. I think the Mavericks would take. Yeah, that's very interesting. What would they take? They probably would go with Zion. They probably will. Cam Reddish, because they have Kenny as their shooting guard and they have Dennis Smith Jr. as the point guard. I mean, unless you're going to put Barrett as a small forward, which you could. You could do that. I know the Mavericks would love to possibly be drafting a big man, but there is no big man in this draft that's going to be, that's worth a top pick. So what we also can do with our picks is go out and see what we can get for them. So I'm gonna just shop this 3rd pick around and see what teams, have to offer. What would be the best situation? We could go out and get a Mike Conley, but for $32 million, I don't think that's in my best interest to do. Schroeder, yeah, I don't know if that would be smart. We can swap down with the Hornets and then get Nicholas Batum, but okay. The Jazz will be willing to give up Rudy Gobert for a top 3 pick and a 2nd round pick because they didn't make the playoffs. They did not make the playoffs. He averaged 11 and 10 with 2.5 blocks, really. 33 minutes. I'm gonna let them keep him though. I'm gonna let them keep him because we have our own Gobert, Alex Len, who we trying to kind of mold into a Gobert type player. We could trade down with the Knicks, but then we would inherit Joakim Noah and his $19 million. So I mean, we have the option to trade down. The Lakers are trying to get another. They were trying to get the 1st and 3rd pick. I don't think that's realistic. I think they shaping up to be good. The Mavericks would be willing to give us the 2nd overall pick. If they can get Alex Len, because they want a center. I'm telling y'all, that would be the situation, that they would go and get a center, a starting center, and then be able to draft somebody else with that 3rd pick, which isn't too much of a drop from 2 to 3. But because I feel like the Lakers are going to take my brother, then I'll just sit at 3. I would make the trade if it was number 1 and we can get whoever we wanted. We can get the best player in the draft, but I don't think it's worth it that much. Then the Nuggets be willing to give us Trey Lyles, so I feel like it's solid. He signed an extension with them, but I don't feel like he's worth a top 3 pick. The potential of what we can get from a top 3 pick. Andre Drummond is an 87. He's legit. 1 year left on his contract. You know, he's been an all-star before, averaging 14 and 12. Then we would have to get rid of Alex Len. Then the rest of this are just cool, average players. I think Drummond is the only all-star. Well, Kyle Lowry, but you know we're not trying to pay him $33 million. Everybody else is pretty just solid. Now, what if we put What if we put our 3rd overall pick and 4th overall pick together? The Bucks just won a championship, so I don't think that they would be willing to give up Jabari Parker, who played a significant role for them. They wouldn't do this. That's their future of the team. Mason and Gobert. The Jazz don't like Gobert in the game. I don't know why. I'm not really sure why. Cantor and Hardaway Jr. not gonna cut it. Mavericks still trying to give us that 2nd overall pick. Not for these 2 picks. We okay. Gary Harris and Trey Lyles. We okay because we got Booker. DeMar DeRozan is about to be 30. We're gonna have to pay him. I'm okay. Then Ibaka is about to be 30. I'm okay with that. We already got a shooting guard. 2 for DeRozan. So same thing with McCollum. Draymond Green. They're trying to. The Warriors thinking about breaking up this big dynasty that they so-called had. Draymond will be a good 4 for us too. But I don't think that they'd be doing that. Not for 2, 3, 3rd, 4th overall picks. They don't want that type of youth added to a championship caliber team. I don't know. Let's look at, this is what scouting is for. Let's look at the big board. So RJ Barrett is the #1 player. According to Draft Express, he's the #1 player in the draft. 2K has it flipped. They have Zion as #1. So the top 2, so the consensus of the 3 draft experts that we're getting from Draft Express, 2K, and NBA.com is that the 2 top players are RJ Barrett and Zion Williams. Okay, or the top 3 players are Cam Reddish, Zion, and RJ. All Duke prospects. All of them, every team has those as the top 3, for sure. So I guess it's not so that that the Lakers would take my brother, because the highest my brother is in these big boards are 4 for whatever reason, but he's projected to go 1 when it comes to the mock drafts. I guess because it just makes sense. He complements the Lakers the best, I would guess, because he can actually shoot. RJ Barrett is athletic. He can score, but he's not too much of a shooter. But Cam Reddish, Cam Reddish, 6'7", 200 pounds. Sense of knowing what to do to get big stops, so he's good defensively, has good anticipation, trying to force turnovers, very comfortable shooting mid-range shots, has issues with scoring with back to basket. That's the only thing about this draft class, man, is that a lot of these guys play the position of guys on our team already. So these 2 are small forwards. We have B and TJ Warren. TJ Warren is already coming off the bench. Then you know, shooting guard. That's Devin Booker's position. My little brother can play combo guard, but it looks like he's projected to be drafted by the Lakers at the #1 pick. And in comparison, his ceiling is Lance Stevenson. His floor is Alec Burks. That's crazy. With the right toolage, could be a star in this league. If properly utilized, can help out nicely right away. Doesn't get many shots blocked attacking the rim. Not very good on defense in one-on-one situations. Has questionable basketball IQ and court awareness when on defense. Hasn't shown ability to steal the ball. So he can score and do all these things on offense, but his defense is questionable. That's cool when you have Alex Len. So we would be okay with that. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. I think the best thing for us to do right now, staff signing. Everybody on our staff is good, so we'll skip that. Draft combine. Go to the draft combine. Look at point guards. Who had the fastest sprint? Lamar Peters out of Mississippi State. Shooting guards. Kyrie Thomas out of Creighton. Who made the most moving college 3-pointers? So standing. Okay, none of the top guys are on here. Oh, my brother didn't go to the combine. That's why. Right, because the top players don't go to the combine. Duh. Okay, so that makes sense. You're not seeing RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, none of those guys, because the top players don't go to the combine realistically. So they didn't make them go in the game. Perfect. Pre-draft workouts. Who we want to work out? We want to work out RJ Barrett. We'll work out Cam Reddish. will work out, my brother. Romeo Langford. Dombo Bayo. I don't know how to say that first name. Where's Bobo? I want to see. No. Do I want to see what Bobo? I mean, we have Alex Lynn, but I'll see what Bobo got. We have 5 more people to invite. Zion can come just because he's one of the top players. I don't think we need him. 3-point shooter's a D at small forward. I guess he could be a power forward, but I don't know. So we're gonna bring him anyway. Walker and Thomas, they shooting guards, so we don't need them. We'll get Richards because he is a center, and then we'll see what Sharif is because he's a power forward. Everything. We have 2 more invites. For the last 2 workouts, let's see what. Okay, let's go to power forward. Who can shoot though? Jared Vanderbilt, not at all. Emmett Williams, not at all. Naz Reid. Naz Reid is the big jelly out of LSU, right? Yeah, so let's see what Naz Reid is about. Centers, Moses Brown. Cody Ridge. Looking for people who can shoot. Moses Brown in real life is gonna be good, but they can't shoot. We'll just go with Giannis' little brother, Brian Bowen. Wow, they actually made it look like him. Yeah, we'll go with Giannis' little brother. So Giannis' little brother had what? This is alphabetical order. So let's see who benched the most. Wow, so he's strong. That has a contract overseas and eligible to sign an NBA contract for 1 year. So if we do draft him, he won't be able to come right away. It'll take a year for him to come. I mean, we're gonna have to see if we ready for that. Highest vert, Zion, of course. Quickest lane, agility time, RJ Barrett. Sprint, Cam Reddish had the fastest sprint. Standing 15-foot jumper, Elijah, my little brother, definitely. Moving 15-foot jumper. This is what his scoring ability that they talk about is going to show. Standing 3-point college shot. So catch and shoot, standing shot. Ball as a center has the best one out of anybody. I mean, 22 out of 25. Then Cam Reddish, then Sharif O'Neal. And the first guard is Elijah, my little brother. RJ Barrett, 16 out of 25. Romeo Langford, 16 out of 25. Moving college ball, so off the dribble. Ball again as a center. Sharif again as a big man, power forward. My little brother's the first guard, and then RJ Barrett, Romeo Langford, those guys come after that. Oh, but they tied. RJ Barrett, Zion, and my brother tied. Standing NBA 3-pointer, Elijah. Definitely the best shooter out of them. But Ball was showing he can shoot a ball. For a big man, he's one of the best shooters. RJ Barrett, where you at? $11 for 25. Moving at this point. Yeah, he was 11-25 for moving, 13 for 25. Moving, Elijah's back up there again. Ball again. Sharif again. Oh man. Cam Reddish again. So Elijah's showing he can shoot the ball. That's why he's one of the top projected guys. Greek Freak's little brother. Not a 3-point scorer, but he's a playmaker, of course. And then rebound is okay. He's 6'10", small forward. All right. All right. So I scouted some of these guys so I can see what the overall is. The guys I have completely scouted, I can see what the overall is, of course. Duh. So RJ Barrett, open shot 3 is a 73. Off the dribble, it's not really there. Shot IQ, his athleticism is what's going to, like his dunk. His driving dunk is 88. Driving layup is 84. Free throws is a 52. Ball control is 82. Can pass a little bit. Defensively, what do they got him looking like? He's okay. On ball, low post, not good at all. Pick and roll. Okay, so he's Okay, steal, shot contest, hustle. You know, so he's high motor, just like real life. High motor. Ball is a 76 overall. Open shot 3 would be a 71. Contested shot 3 would be a 87. So he shoots the ball from 3 better contested than open. Mid range is 93 and 92. Wow. And he's only a 76. And then defensively, can he block shots, right? Can he block shots? 88. Cool. So he'll be good. But just 3rd, 4th overall pick, I don't know. Elijah is 79. And he can shoot the 3 at a 91. Wow. Free throw 88, standing late. Okay. Yeah, so this is why it's scoring crazy. But then the defense, his defense is non-existent. But the scoring is so crazy. The potential is gonna be crazy. He come into the NBA with these numbers, so he potentially is gonna be out of this world offensively. Melo Langford is only a 74. Sharif is a 69. Cam Reddish is we don't get his overall. And Zion, we don't have his overall, but we know he can't shoot. Oh man, his 3-point scoring is a D, and then Cam Reddish 3-point scoring is a C+. So we gotta try to get my brother. We have to. We have to. I'm trying to think if I put the trade together for the Lakers and we give them a 3rd overall pick and a 4th overall pick for their 1st overall pick, they potentially, at the 3rd overall pick, RJ Barrett might be there because the Mavericks with Kenny might not want him, might not want RJ Barrett. They might not go in the shooting guard direction. They might go like Cam Reddish or Zion Williamson. They might go for the wing to complement Kenny and Dennis Smith Jr. Then they can always put Barnes at the 4 because they did that when I played against them, and I think that's what they really want to do anyway. But also, they might do that regardless, and then the Lakers might take RJ Barrett with the #1 pick. You know, people are high on him, so I don't want to give them the 3rd and 4th overall pick if they're going to go that way anyway, because then they're going to inherit a whole nother pick. Where if my brother can fall to me, and then we can keep 4 and get somebody else too, we win the draft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the draft. If they take my brother with the 1st overall pick, I'll try to offer them the 3 and 4 and see if they'll take it, and we'll just go off of it like that. And if they don't take him, then we'll see. Maybe he'll land, maybe the Mavericks will take him, but I'm gonna shop the 3 and 4 pick around, and then I'll see if it pops up, which maybe it will. We'll see. But this is the type of stress that people go through in real life as GMs when it comes to the NBA draft and whatnot. But here we go. 1st overall pick, the Los Angeles Lakers are going to select, please, RJ Barrett. They took Elijah. They took my brother, of course. Cool. We expected that. We expected that. Now let's see what direction the Mavericks go in. Because if the Mavericks take RJ Barrett, it might hurt us a little bit. But if we can take RJ Barrett, or if we can trade 3 and 4 for my brother, and the Lakers can still take RJ Barrett, then they can get another player. They might be like, okay, we'll take the 2 for 1. Zion. Okay, cool. Perfect. 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 So Zion and my brother. Perfect. What trade off is 19 people are calling the phone trying to see what we want to do. I won't. Wow. DeAndre Ayton. They willing to give up Ayton, the Cavs. So the trades are getting better. Now that it's actual draft day, the trades are getting better. The Mavericks, okay, but now listen, Suns are on the clock. Okay. Trade finder. I'm gonna give 3rd and 4th. Lakers, please pop up, Lakers. Yes, they will be willing to give us Elijah. So, y'all can keep Julius Randle. Just give me y'all 2020 second pick that I gave away, and y'all 2020 pick. I'll let it be top 5 protected. Counter. They countered it. They want Lynn for Randall. Randall is 15 and 7. Lynn is 8 and 9. 81. Randall, what kind of contract he got? What was his contract? They won't show me his contract? Contract right there. He's making 24, 25 million a year. Lynn is only making 9 million. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Restart this trade. I'm giving you the 3rd, 4th overall pick. Y'all, I don't want Randall. Y'all can keep him. Yeah, y'all just give me y'all. This is the Bulls pick. Oh no, that's the Bulls pick. Y'all just give me y'all 2020 unprotected 1st round pick. Then they want my Orlando pick from 2020. They want to swap picks, and they really want to give me Randall to shed his contract off the books. I do not want Randall. Let's see if they got somebody else, man. The reason they're trying to trade him is because they don't have him as a center. They have him as a power forward, so they feel like, right. Oh man, I wish I could change him during the game. Because in their minds, they got to get rid of him and Kuzma to make some room, and then it'll affect who they draft. I know they'll probably get Barrett, RJ Barrett, but keep him, man. Just keep him, y'all. I'm gonna change his position for y'all. Who could we take? We getting Elijah. Who else is that? He's gonna be like our point guard, combo guard. Who else could we take off their hands? Give me the pick for 2020. That's all I want. Unprotected. They agree. So now let's see what they're gonna do with this 3rd and 4th overall pick. They take RJ Barrett. So this is smart for them. This is smart for them. This is smart for them. They took a guy that they probably already wanted, but instead of taking him first, they took the guy we wanted first to bait us into the trade, which is smart GMing. But he don't compliment us. He don't compliment us. And now they potentially about to get 2 dudes that could be. The Lakers are Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson. I'm gonna let them do this. I think I'm gonna let them do this. The Jazz are gonna get the 4th overall pick because they haven't made the playoffs, and it's not working. Even though in real life they're thriving. And then the Lakers need Rudy Gobert. They need a center. They were just trying to get Alex Len. So I'm gonna let them. Cause then it would be Lonzo, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, Gobert. Off the bench you got Randall, Josh Hart, Zubac. Yeah, let them do it. And then the Jazz get a 4th overall pick and the 8th overall pick. So they rebuilding. And let's see who the Jazz take with the 4th overall pick. Probably Cam Reddish. Somebody that can be a star for them. No, they took Emmanuel Quickly, who was not who I expected. And then the Hornets take Reddish with the 5th overall pick. So the Jazz made that big trade and potentially just ruined it. They do need a point guard. They do need a point guard. Rubio and Rondo, who they have on their roster right now, wasn't cutting it. And the Knicks make a very good pick to put next to Porzingis, and you give them a year to grow overseas. Lonnie Walker for the Celtics, that's cool. That's cool, but I feel like it was somebody else available. They could have got Bol maybe. The Jazz received Cantor and the 2021 first round pick, top 3 protected from the Knicks, and then the Knicks would be getting their 8th pick. No, the Jazz are rebuilding, so it's no reason for them to take on Cantor. I'll let the Jazz keep the 8th pick. Hopefully they get Bol to replace Rudy Gobert. Perfect. So yeah, they just traded their star defensive center and replacing him with some youth and Bol, and then they also had got a point guard of the future. So the Jazz starting their rebuilding off nice, and they still got Mike Mason and Donovan Mitchell. Trailblazers receive the 9th overall pick from the Hawks, plus a 2020 first round pick, top 10 protected from the Hawks. And then the Hawks received the Blazers pick and Ryan Anderson. So they just swapping first round picks. And then the Blazers also received a top 10 protected pick from, I'm gonna just say yes, they confusing me. So they swapped the 9th and 11th pick and Ryan Anderson. So the Hawks wanted, the Blazers wanted that 9th pick so bad that they had to take on Ryan Anderson. That's what you have to do. And let's see who they took for the 9th pick to move up. They just did a lot to move up, and they took Sharif O'Neal. And then last but not least, the Lakers trying to get rid of Julius Randle. And the Nets trying to bring him on, and then they would get Jeremy Lin. Do they have a backup point guard in Los Angeles? I think it was Austin Rivers, but he might be playing shooting guard too. But they have Josh Hart, and then they would be receiving. The Nets barely missed the playoffs by a couple games. Who would be left? I'm gonna just say yeah, so the Lakers can get rid of his contract and maybe get somebody in free agency. But then I'm gonna say no. Let the Nets keep their pick. Jared Vanderbilt. Okay, we're gonna simulate the rest of this draft. I'm gonna just say yes, just so I can press start and get rid of this. I'm done with the draft. I'm done with the draft. Send to the next pick. We don't have any more picks. Okay, so send to the end. Oh man. So draft recap coming right up as soon as the 2K let me get rid of this screen of the draft. Draft over, please. Draft over, please. Come on, 2K. So draft recap. We were able to get my little brother. Why they have Billy Preston in this draft along with him in the last draft, I don't know. But we got our little brother. We're not signing Billy Preston twice. We're gonna let him just sit in the free agent market because I don't know why he's in the game twice. But we got who we wanted. The best player in the draft. The Lakers did a good job of settling to get two. So they might have not gotten the best player in the draft, but they got two good players. So they took both of those picks, and then they didn't draft two rookies. They flipped the other 4th pick to the Jazz to get Gobert, who comes in as their best overall player. So now they have Lonzo at 1, Bear will probably be 2, Ingram at 3, Kuzma at 4, Gobert at 5, and off the bench you got Randall with Josh Hart, Caldwell Pope, Rivers. So that's gonna be interesting to see. Then they got Zubac still, who's been improving for them. So I like what the Lakers did. The Jazz traded Gobert, entered their rebuild, as you can say, and then they took Quickly, who was the point guard of the future, I guess. That was just a terrible decision at 4. I feel like they could have got something much better. The guy who the Knicks took from overseas, they should have got him. But they did get Bol, who is now the center of the future, and is probably gonna just be a Rudy Gobert with a shot. So, and they still have Mitchell and Mike Mason, so they good. As far as the Magic, Mike team, what did they do in the draft? Nothing, because we had the draft pick correct, so they didn't do anything. Okay. Beacham team got Williamson, Zion, which I think is gonna help them. Now they can go Dennis Smith Jr., Beacham, Zion, and Barnes, 3 or 4, whoever you want to change. I'm actually gonna do it myself. Let's see if I put him at power forward, he drops. If I put him at power forward, he drops. Okay, so I won't change it that way. I'll just change it when I do that lineup. I'll make one of them the 4, and it'll probably be Williamson. I'll probably make him the 4. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Derek, let's see what the Bulls did. Let's see what the Bulls did with Derek in Chicago. Romeo Langford, okay. They're preparing, and he's wearing number 1. D-Rose number. They preparing for, I guess, Zach LaVine's departure. He might not be back, so they ran out and drafted a shooting guard, which is good to me. But as far as the Phoenix Suns, we got a guy. Our guy's already in 80s. He's already in 80s. Best player available in the draft. Then we let's see what happens when we move him to point guard. He drops, so we're gonna allow him to stay there. We looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 80s. We haven't even touched free agency yet. Let's actually sign. We signed him. Okay, we signed him. Cool. Team player options. This is important. We're gonna accept it for Jonathan Isaac to bring him back. 2-year team option, $5 million, rookie contract type stuff. We'll bring Ulis back for 1 year. To get him at a budget of 1.6 million, so it doesn't hurt our cap too much. We can be flexible with this free agency. Bender, though, I don't think we want to bring him back at a 5-year deal. One year, $5 million. I don't think that. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna try to construct a long-term deal that is more beneficial for the team salary cap, so we have more flexibility in free agency. Jimmy Butler declined his player option, so I guess he'll be in free agency. Let's look at all the declined players. Whiteside declined it. Valanciunas declined it. Millsap declined it. Okay, so Jimmy Butler is going to be the best player in the market with a declined player option. Ben Simmons accepted, of course. Donovan Mitchell accepted. Lonzo accepted. All the young rookies. My bad. All the young rookie guys accepted, of course. So nobody crazy gonna be in the market. Qualifying Devin Booker. I don't want to give Devin Booker no qualifying offer, but I will, just in case. Contract extensions. Alex Len looking for $22 million. I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true. Let's look at the free agency market real quick. LeBron is out here because, as y'all know, the Cavs got bounced in the first round. He already got 3 offers in the first night. Cavaliers trying to retain him so he can finish out his career with the Cavs. The Pacers put out an offer, and the Kings put out an offer. So I guess he'll probably be back with the Cavs because none of those 2 teams are any better. Booker's out here, but he's restricted. So whoever tries to give him anything crazy, we'll just match it. He's a star of our team. I'm not really worried about that. But as far as unrestricted free agents, Jimmy Butler's out here. Whiteside is out here. Nothing we really looking at. There is the guy that we are looking at. Okay, it's a couple guys. Millsap, negotiate contract. He looking for $10 million a year is what he's looking for. The other guy we looking at, Carmelo Anthony. And let's see what he looking for. Come on, Melo, you tripping, dog. $31 million over 2 years. He want $31 million a year. $31 million a year, Melo? Is you out your damn mind? $31 million a year? So wait, let me go back. Maybe this is different than baseball. Millsap want $20 million a year. He want $20 million a year. It's not $20 million over 2 years. The salary, it would be $40 million over 2 years. I'm not giving these dudes this money. They 30 years old, 34, Melo 35. I'm not doing that. We're gonna have to go in a different direction. Bobby Portis is restricted. Mirotic, maybe we can try to holler at Mirotic, see what he want. He wants $17 million over 3 years. At 28 and 80 overall. That's very interesting. very interesting. We got some decisions to make. Paul Millsap can't shoot the ball anymore, and he's old. I don't know exactly what he can contribute. Yeah, this is tough. This is very, very tough. Oh man. Kemba, let's see who offered. The Bulls. The Bulls are offering Kemba that contract after those two after that big letdown season last year, where he let down the Suns and he let down the Magic. The Bulls decide that he's the guy for them, even though they have Chris Dunn. They offer him a 4-year, $127 million contract, and of course his interest is all the way up because nobody else is gonna give him that contract, so he's trying to jump on that. The Bucks, of course, trying to re-sign Bledsoe. This is gonna be interesting. We're gonna come back to this. I think it's a good note to lead us on. Next episode we'll decide to which direction we're gonna go in, but I think this is a perfect spot to leave it on. Y'all got to see the draft, the results, everything, and now y'all see the position that we in as a team. You might as well put Devin Booker back on the screen because we're gonna match any offer he gets. He's a restricted free agent, so he'll be back in the Phoenix Suns uniform. And we have 680s. We have a unique situation. So yeah, hopefully I'll also show y'all what we're working with as far as with our budget and our cap and free agency. So cap room, we have 15 million. Hard cap, 103 million. So just to simply break it down, we can look at team player contracts right there. So the cap, salary cap is 100 million. But you can go over 20 million, which is the luxury, which is what they mean by luxury. So you see their team salary is 120 million, which is why the luxury tax is 393,000. But it's like that right now because they don't know who's going to return. They got player options, shit like that. So, but you can only go over 20 million. So they don't really have the luxury tax because they already are over 20 million. Then their salary cap is a negative 82. So that's why they like that. We are only at 49 million. Our salary cap is negative 17 because we have money tied up into Devin Booker and Bender. I think we got to figure something out with Bender. But we have 71 in luxury. So we gonna make some moves. I also want to see something real quick as far as roster. Where is Bender? Bender is an unrestricted free agent because we didn't give him a thing. 2K new process is a little confusing. They need to do it just where it's re-sign players and how they used to do it. He's unrestricted. If we lose him, we lose him. I'll probably try to reach out to him. If not, I'm not really tripping. What he trying to get a year? He's trying to get $21 million a year. That wasn't gonna happen with us. So yeah, that's how we're gonna leave it. $15 million in cap room, hard cap, 103 million. We gonna make something happen. Holla at y'all. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all want to think. What else I should go out for? What y'all think the team needs? Big Stacks out.
Porzingis again. That brought the crowd to their feet.